Good morning, everyone. Please keep a strap with you. Shreya, you can get a strap from the bag. Strap, dupatta, anything is okay. Let's begin by sitting comfortably. It's in that bag down there. Yeah. Just remove the block, you'll see it. No, inside. Yeah. All right. So adjust your posture, center and balance your body. And then become aware of your breath. One of the easiest ways to observe the breath is to take your awareness to your nostrils. And on the inner edge of the nostrils, you can feel the cool air moving in and the warm air moving out. For most of us, the cool air is going to be easy to sense. Warm air is a little difficult. So you can just focus on the inhale if that's what works for you. Notice if you're holding tension in any part of the torso, especially around the belly. Let that go so your breath is smooth and flowing easily. Deepening the breath as you continue to observe it, expanding the belly, lower ribs, expanding the chest and the upper back, and then exhaling slowly from the top to the base. Some of you will continue with full yogic breathing. Some of you will switch to Kapalbhati. So if you're on your period, if you're feeling a little uneasy, then skip Kapalbhati. Continue with full yogic breathing. If you're new to the practice, stop after 30 to 40 pumps. If you've been practicing for a while, you can go to 60 or 80 pumps. It really depends on the day. When your body says it's enough, take a pause. Once you're done with your set, take a full deep breath in through the nose. Exhale completely. Drop your chin to the chest and pause your breathing. When you're ready, release the chin from the chest and go back to regular breathing. Slowly blink your eyes to open. And you can grab a hold of your strap. Strap, dupatta, whatever you have handy is fine. Just a few shoulder movements. We haven't done it in a few weeks. Keep the arms a little wider than knee width apart. Inhale, raise your arms up and back. Go to your stopping point. Keep your elbows straight. Exhale, lower down. So if your elbows are bending, then it means you need more strap length. Inhale up and back. Go to your stopping point. Exhale, forward and down. A few times like this. And if it's too easy, you need to reduce the gap between your hands. One more here. Good. And then you're going to go to that stopping point and hold that position for 7. Try to do it with your arms straight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go up and then go back down. See if you can go a little bit deeper. Generally, there's a little more range of movement. And then separate your hands another inch. Maybe you can take it all the way through. So it depends on you. You may have to do a little bit wider than that. Okay. So that's about it for the strap. You can put it away. We don't need it for the rest of the practice. Now stretch your right leg out to the right. Left knee bends. Sole of the foot against the inner thigh. Exhale, slide your right hand down the right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale, come up, drop your back hand down, raise the hips up, reach your right arm up and back. Lower the hips, slide your right hand down, left arm up and over. Now modify this to your body. Some of you may want to start doing some circular movements for the shoulder. Two more. Warming up the spine, warming up the hips, warming up the shoulder. Make the practice your own. And release. Switch to the other side. Left leg out. Left hand slides down, right arm up and over. You can observe how the right and left sides are so different. Maybe they are very similar for you. Just observe that. Neither is good or bad. Just about becoming more aware of the body. Last set. And once you're done with both the movements, come back to center. Good. Now switch onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog, pedaling out the legs. So now if you have any shoulder issues, you can do the warm up with the left knee down on the floor, stretching the right leg back and switching. Okay. Few rounds like this, feel those calf muscles, little bit of the hamstrings. At the same time, you're pushing the floor away with your arms, some amount of warm up in the shoulders as well. Good. Come to stillness. Raise your right leg up. Step the foot outside your right hand. Lower the hips, lift the chest. Raise the leg up again. Inhale here. Exhale, step the foot forward. Lower the hips, lift the chest. Now the breathing, you can add one more breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And then raise the leg up on the inhale. You can split it up or coordinate within one breath. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. Two more. Last one. And then step back to downward dog. Raise your left leg up. Step the foot outside your left palm. Lower the hips. Lift the chest. Raise the leg up. Step it forward. 3, 4, 5, 2 more, 6, and last one, 7. Okay, this time instead of stepping back, we'll step into Malasana. Walk that left foot a little into the mat and then step the other foot forward, lowering down into a full squat. Now this time, we place the fingers underneath the arches of the feet. Exhale, raise the hips up. Inhale, lower the hips down. Lift your chest. Good. Exhale, fold. Vayu Nishkasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips up. Inhale, hips down. Warming up the hamstrings a little more fully. Knee joints going through their full range of movement. The next time you're in your forward bend, stay there. Carefully remove your hands out from underneath the feet. Walk your feet together. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Palms can be on the shins or fingertips on the floor. Exhale, fold the body. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward bend. Last 3. When you're doing Ardha Uttanasana, pull up the kneecaps, engage your thighs. Last one. Finish up. And then inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up and look up at your thumbs. Lengthen. You're rooting through the feet, reaching through the fingertips. Axial extension. 3 more. Stay. 2. Reach. 1. Release the arms by your side. Separate your feet, hip width or a little bit wider. Interlock your fingers. Reach the arms up. Lengthen. Exhale, turn your body towards the right and come halfway down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, rotate to the left, come halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale right. You can go a little bit deeper. You can soften the knee if needed. Parshvabhaga Uttanasana. If possible, with legs straight, but do not force. Some of you may feel like turning the toes out a bit. That's fine. Last set remaining. Exhale, rotate right, fold as much as you can. Exhale, fold left. Come all the way up. Release the hands. Feet together, join your palms together. Full breath in and out. Feel the connection with the floor. Feel the length in the spine. On your next inhale, raise your arms up and lean back gently. Exhale, soften the knees, fold your body. Right leg back. Inhale and lower the hips. Left leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, Parvatasana. Right foot forward, Ashwa Sanchalana. Left foot forward, fold the body. Arms up, lean back. Exhale, release. Other side, inhale, arms up, chest up, lean back. Long spine as you fold the body. Left leg back, inhale, lower the hips. Right leg back, Parvatasana. Inhale, Santolanasana. Exhale, Ashtang Namaskar. Bhujangasana, inhale, there is improvement. Exhale, Parvatasana. Left foot forward, breathe in. Right foot forward, breathe out. Arms up, lean back. Exhale, release. Interlock your fingers behind you, push your fists down, lift the chest, lean back. Exhale, soften the knees, fold the body. Stay for 3. Fold the body, Shreya. Shreya, bend forward. 1 more. Release the hands, step your right leg back. Inhale, lower the hips. Left leg back, Parvatasana. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down. Bhujangasana, ground the hips. Exhale, Parvatasana. Right foot forward, breathe in, lower the hips. Left foot forward, breathe out. Arms up, lean back. Exhale, release. Other finger on top, push the fist down, lift the chest, lean back. Exhale, fold forward, raise the fist, stay for 3. You can move side to side or you can just let gravity do its work. 1 more. Release the hands down, step your left leg back. Inhale. Right leg back, exhale. Inhale to plank. Exhale, come down. Bhujanga, inhale. Parvata. Exhale. Left foot forward. Inhale. Right foot forward. Exhale. Arms up. Lean back. Exhale. Release. Going a little bit deeper in the back bend, you can separate your feet slightly. It'll make it a little easier. Push your fist down and start leaning back a little bit further than the last round. Engage your buttocks. Feel the front of the body open up. Good. Exhale. Soften your knees. Fold the body. Lift the fist up. You can separate your wrists. You can even try to flip the palms a bit. Turn them out. Good. Release your hands down. Step your right leg back. This time we're rising up into a high lunge. Both hands on the front thigh. Adjust yourself. Find your balance. I want you to try and lower your hips a bit more. Get the front of your right hip to stretch. Then raise your arms up. Some of you will stay here. Some of you will add a back bend. Keep those hips low. 4, but don't sink into the joint. 3, keep that back heel lifted. 2, manually bend your front knee half an inch more. Last one. Very nice. Hands down, step back to Parvatasana. Shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up. Right foot forward. Inhale, lower the hips. Left foot forward, fold the body. Arms up, lean back. Exhale, release. Going deeper into the back bend with the other thumb on top. Push the fist down, squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other. Reach back. And then exhale, soften your knees, fold the body. See if you can turn the palms out a bit. Good. Release the arms. Left leg back, coming into a high lunge. Once you find your balance, raise the arms up. So a lot of times our hips are pretty high. See if you can get them a little bit lower. Squeeze that left buttock. Maybe lean back. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, step back, Parvatasana. Inhale, Santolanasana. Exhale, lower down. Bhujangasana. Inhale. Parvatasana. Exhale. Left foot forward. Breathe in and lower the hips. Right foot forward. Breathe out. Arms up. Lean back. Exhale, release. Now this time we're going to keep the arms up and lean back. We're going to try and go a little bit deeper. We warmed up the shoulders well as the glutes. So I want you to start by rooting the feet and pressing down. Pull up the kneecaps, tighten your thighs, and then squeeze your buttocks to get that full hip extension. Then raise your arms up, shift your hips forward, lean back, pause. Then hinge at the hips and fold the body, softening at the knees. Good. Right leg steps back. This time we'll drop the back knee down, untuck the toes, arms up. Going into that same back bend, you can stay with the torso upright or you can shift the hips forward and start leaning back. Check to make sure that your lower back is not hurting. Some pressure is fine. Squeeze the buttock. Very nice. Slowly lower the hands down, step back, Parvatasana. Pause there. Just wiggle your hips a bit, left and right, release any tension, and then shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Bhujangasana. Inhale. Parvatasana. Exhale. Right foot forward. Inhale, lower your hips. Left foot forward. Fold the body. Arms up. Lean back. Exhale, release. Again, we're going for that deeper back bend in standing. Root the feet. Engage your legs. Engage your buttocks. Lift. Lean back. Pause. And then soften your knees. Fold the body. Left leg back. Knee down. Arms up. Pausing here or shifting the hips forward and leaning back. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, Parvatasana. Exhale there. Inhale to Santolanasana. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Cobra pose. Inhale. Parvatasana. Exhale. Left foot forward. Breathe in. Right foot forward. Breathe out. Arms up. Lean back. Inhale. Exhale to release. We're going to do one twisting pose before we continue. Separate your legs out, toes pointing outward. What we did in warm-up, very similar. Interlock your fingers, palms facing up. Breathe in, breathe out, turn towards your right leg, come halfway down or further down. Inhale all the way up, exhale to the other side. So dynamically, right to left, adjust the feet for balance, adjust the feet for comfort in the lower back. Good. You can either do 2 more rounds or you can pause. Remember, we're twisting. So you should feel that action in your spine. Finish up that last round. Go to the other side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Step to the front of your mat again. This time we're doing Ushtrasana within the Surya Namaskar sequence. Anyone who's feeling tired, please go into Balasana. Inhale, raise your arms up, hips forward, lean back. Exhale, bend your knees, fold body. Right leg steps back, lower the back knee, raise the arms up, hips forward, lean back. Hands to the floor, step your left knee next to your right knee. Please place a cushion under the knees if needed. Both hands come to the hips, shift the hips forward. Lift your chest more, squeeze your shoulder blades and elbows towards each other. Then start leaning back. 3, 2, 1. Shift the hips to the heels, stretch your arms forward. Balasana, half or full. Pause. Inhale, raise the head up, lift the hips, shift forward, Ashtang Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Right foot forward, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Arms up, lean back. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up, chest up, hips forward, lean back. Exhale, forward bend. Left leg back. Drop the back knee down, raise the arms up, lean back. Hands to the floor, step your right knee next to the left. Bring your hands to your hips. Elbows in, squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift your chest, then lean back. Chin can be to the chest. 2, 1. Slowly come back to neutral, drop your hips, stretch your arms forward. Balasana, take a pause here. And when you're ready, forward, come down into Ashtang Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Left foot forward, breathe in and lower your hips. Right foot forward, breathe out, fold. Arms up, lean back. Exhale, release. Pause for a moment. Notice how you feel. When you're ready, palms together, raise your arms up, lean back. Exhale, forward bend. Right leg steps back. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. This time you're going to interlock your fingers with the pointer finger out. Place the pointer fingers behind the hip and then slowly start shifting the hips forward. At the same time, slide your fingertips down the back of the thigh, reach towards the knee perhaps. 2, squeeze your shoulder blades in. 1. Unwind, bring your hands to the floor, step your left knee next to the right knee. So we're going to try a different method of Ushtrasana today. I want you to shift your hips back and place your hands on the heels, okay? So from here, when you lift up, see if your hands release or if you're able to hold. So just figure out that part first. Then I want you to lean back, hold your heels, keep your hips a little back, hold your heels comfortably. From here, start shifting your hips forward. Try to get the tops of the feet on the ground. Head can lean back, chin can be to the chest. 4, 3, expand your chest. 2, and 1. Carefully bring your hips back first so that the lower back curve reduces. Then bring your hands to your hips. Lower the hips to the heels. Stretch your arms forward. Pause. This is a longer pause. Shift forward. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Stay there. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Shift your hips to the left and back. Inhale to center. Exhale, bend your left knee, straighten your right knee. Push your right hip back. Come back to center. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, lower your hips. Left foot forward, fold the body. Arms up, lean back. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up, lean back. Exhale, forward bend, long spine. Left leg steps back, drop the back knee down. Rise up, interlock your fingers with the other thumb on top. You feel a little bit weird. Now slide the pointer fingers down the back of the thigh. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. If you're feeling lower back pressure, please raise the arms up and stay in neutral. One more here. Carefully release. Hands to the floor. Bring that right knee next to the left. Okay. Now remember, we're shifting the hips back, then grabbing a hold of the heels. So hips are back. Then you shift your hips forward based on how your lower back feels. 3, 2, and 1. Move the hips back first, then release the hands, hips to the heels, stretch the arms forward. Little longer pause. If you add some to the palms, you'll get a better stretch in the lower back. Good. When you're ready, shift forward, chest and chin down to the floor. Inhale to Cobra. Exhale to Parvatasana. Bend your right knee, straighten your left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right. Come back to center, left foot forward, breathe in. Right foot forward, we're going to hold the forward bend. You can separate your feet a little bit wider. Keep the belly on the thighs. You can hold opposite elbows. Yeah, now see if you can get gravity to pull your spine and head down. Just adjust yourself. Belly remains on the thighs, but we're using gravity to lengthen and traction. Two more. One. Release the hands, adjust the feet. Inhale, slowly rise up, gentle back bend, and relax. Observe how you feel after doing a flow with a lot of back bends. Builds a lot of heat in the body. At the same time, it's very expansive, freeing, releasing. If you feel like there is a little bit of anxiety coming up, or if your heart rate is too fast, if you're feeling uncomfortable, please go into Balasana for a minute and a half or 2. The rest of us will separate the legs out wide. Outer edges of the feet parallel to each other. Hinge from the hips, come halfway down. Place your left hand on the floor or fingertips on a block. Okay, now place your right hand to your lower back. Feel the lower back and the hips parallel to the floor. So from here, you're going to start rotating your shoulders without moving your hips. The hands will tell you if your hips are moving. Rotate your shoulders, try to get them to stack. At the same time, hips are parallel to the ground. Anyone who has some SI joint issues, if you're feeling discomfort in the lower back, you can tilt your hips to the side. Everyone else, keep the hips parallel to the floor, shoulders parallel to the wall. Trying to get them perpendicular. 2 more. Try to observe where the twist is in the body. Now, everyone will turn the hips also. Notice how the twist changes when your hips are also rotating. 3, 2, 1. Continue there. All you're going to do is turn your left foot out to the left. Now your inner thigh stretch will deepen. It's almost like a Trikonasana. 4. Feel free to raise your right arm up. 3. Looking at the top hand if possible. 2. And 1. Lower the top hand down. Adjust that left foot. Good. Same thing on the other side. Right hand is on the floor. Left hand is on the lower back. Keep the hips parallel to the floor and start rotating your torso towards the left. So just the shoulders. Focus on the upper part of your torso rotating. Notice the middle of the back. Mostly that's where the twist will be. And then slowly add the hips. Rotate the hips also towards the left. Notice the change in how the twist feels. It will be more even now, all across. You may have a different experience. Just observe that. And then lastly, we'll turn the right foot out to the right to make it even more comfortable for the hips. And then reach your left arm up. If possible, look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwind, adjust, go into Prasarita Padottanasana, forward bend. Those who have lower back pain, you're going to stay in this halfway lift position. Those who are comfortable, you'll start bending forward more, walk your hands back. You can even pull yourself in. You can flip the palms with the fingers pointing away from you and draw yourself closer. Feel free to adjust the distance between your feet. Wider stance will get your head closer to the floor. If your head is touching the ground and your neck is uncomfortable, then reduce the stance so that your head is just touching the floor. Find that perfect distance between your feet. Good. One more breath here. Good. Walk your hands forward. Pause in a flat back position. Wait for the blood pressure to stabilize a bit. And then when you're ready, hands to the hips, soften the knees, come all the way up. Turn the right foot out. Lengthen your stance more. We're holding for 7 breaths. First warrior 2, then Parshva Konasana. Bend your right knee. Raise the arms up to shoulder height and look at your front fingers. 7. 6. Press both your feet down. 5. Turn your thighs outward. 4. Reach from fingertip to fingertip. 3. 2. Keep that spine long as if someone is pulling you from the top of the head. Last one. When you're ready, exhale, lower the right hand to the inside edge of the foot, left arm up and over. If this doesn't work for you, use a block or put your forearm on the thigh. So today, most of you who are in class have been practicing for a long time. 4. So I'm not giving a lot of cues. 3. Let's turn our body back a bit. Yeah, hip in, more. Yes. Last one here. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Step your feet together, pause. Just notice how you feel before you go to the other side. you'll be able to see some differences between right hip and left hip, the inner thighs, the outer hips, even the right and left side of the torso. Separate your legs, left foot out, right foot in, lengthen your stance, and bend your left knee for warrior two. Raise the arms up to shoulder height. 7. Try to remember all the cues, all the alignment points. 6. 5. 4. 3. Check that that knee is pointing in the direction of the toes. 2. On your next exhale, left hand comes down. Either the forearm is on the thigh or the palm is on the floor. Right arm reaches up and over, overhead, all the way overhead, Shreya. Yeah, palm facing down. Archana, you can lengthen your stance. There is room. There is room. 5 more remaining. Vasu, lengthen your stance a little more. I'll support you. Lengthen your stance a bit. Yeah. Yes, now reach. Yeah. From the fingertips to your foot, find that line. 3, ground. 2, keep breathing through the nose. Last one. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Step your feet together, pause. One balancing posture. Transfer the weight to your left leg. So lift and spread the toes of the left foot. If you need wall support for one side, please go near the wall. Raise the right leg up. Hold the outside edge of your thigh with the opposite arm, with the left arm. Right arm reaches back. You can stay here. Some of you may want to hold the foot and straighten the leg. Go for it. 7. Keep your eye gaze fixed. 6. Shreya, hold here, closer to the knee a little bit. 5. Yeah, that'll give you a little more support. 4. Do it your way. 3. 2. Turn back. Yeah. 1. Unwind and come back to center. Relax, release. Change to the other side. Lift and spread the toes of your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Hold the outer thigh. Left arm reaches back. Or hold the foot and straighten the leg. 7. 6. If you can, look at the back hand. 5. Hastagri Drishti. 4. 3. Keep trying, Anu. 2. That's it. 1. Slowly come back to center and relax the foot. Release, shake out your legs. You come down to the floor. Sit down and stretch your legs out in front of you. Dandasana, hands next to the hips. Straighten up in the spine. Move your chin forward and down. You're trying to create that Jalandhar Bandha, the throat lock. At the same time, the pelvic floor muscles are slightly lifted. And then draw the navel in slightly. So all of these are very gentle locks, holding the energy in the body before we go to the second part of the practice. We're still breathing. One more breath here. Release your chin from the chest and raise your arms up towards the ceiling. So I want you to try and lift and lengthen. Those of you who are rounding your back, bend your knees, so that will help. Spine has to be straight. Try to get your arms next to the ears as much as you can. There's also a lot of structural differences in our bodies, which may not allow for that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, start bending forward. Check. If your back is not comfortable, bend your knees and then hold on to your ankles or the feet. If your back is comfortable, you can keep your legs straight. Some of you may feel some pressure in the front of your hips. Separate your legs a little wider and then go down. Even if you've been able to do a pose a particular way for many years, there are constantly changes in our skeletal system, our muscular system, and how we feel that morning. All of this, the nervous system and the physical body, will affect how much we can bend. 2 more. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Slide your belly down the thighs and then fold forward again. Those who don't want to do another forward bend, you can go back to Dandasana. 5. Going a little bit deeper, see if you can hold the outer edges of the feet. Yeah, Vasu, make sure you're getting a good hamstring stretch. Okay, only you will know. 2 more. Madhu, I can't see you anymore, but that's okay. Last one. On your next inhale, slowly come all the way up. Exhale, release it. Now, just the way we started class, we are going to do the same side bend and the half arm balance kind of position. So stretch the right leg out, bend your left knee. So just the only difference is we're doing static holds. We're going to see what our range of movement is at the end of the practice. Slide the right hand down, left arm up and over, and see where you feel the stretch, any differences from how you started the class. Same position. Everything is the same except we're holding it in a static position. 4, Parivritta Janushirshasana. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Place that left hand behind you, raise the hips up and reach back. So those of you who are feeling the pressure in the lower back, you can take it like a side bend. You can take it into a side bend, move the left hand out more, and then reach. 2 more. Just adjust the pose for your body. Last one. And slowly unwind. Come back to center, switch to the other side. So today we've done a lot of back bending in the Surya Namaskars itself. So we won't have any back bends now. Slide your left hand down, right arm up and over. You can keep the arm up in the air. You can put the hand behind the head, or you can reach and hold the foot. This entire week, I'd like to focus on Ushtrasana or Chakrasana. So we will alternate. 3, 2, last one here. Good. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Place the right hand behind you. Take it into a slight back bend, or you can take it into a side bend. So I want you to get the right glute to engage, front of the hip to stretch. So even if the back is not going into extension, your hips should be going into extension. So try to flatten the front of your hips, even if your back is straight. 2 more. Last one. Good. Very carefully come all the way down. Good. Baddha Konasana is our last seated position. Then we'll come down to the floor. Adjust, breathe in and lengthen, breathe out and bend forward. So once you're down, just check. If you are not getting the stretch in the inner thighs, you may need to adjust your feet. And one of the methods is to cross your feet, like make an X shape with your feet. That will open up the hips a little bit more, but it is a lot more intense on the top ankle. Whichever foot is on top, that side ankle will bear more pressure. So as long as your ankles are comfortable, you can use that. You can also switch to the other foot. So we're here for another 45 seconds, a long hold. Notice if you're struggling, can you back off and find a spot that is comfortable? And then slowly ease into the pose with your exhale. Check if you can adjust the posture a little bit more, either deepening or backing off. Observe your pattern. One more deep, slow breath in. And out. Slowly walk your hands in and lie down on your back. Those who want to do an inversion, you can follow your own practice. The rest of us are doing Pavan Muktasana and the supine twist. Hug your right knee into the chest. Press the belly and the thigh against each other. And then observe the sensations in the lower back. If you're not getting a good stretch, you can lift your head and neck up, nose to the knee. Feel free to support the head with your hand if needed. And slowly lower down. Changing to the other side, hug your left knee in. Three, one more. And slowly lower down. Release that leg. Bend your right knee. Hold the outer thigh with your left hand, the opposite arm. And then slowly drop your leg across your body towards the left side. You have to adjust the shoulders. Get the shoulder blades comfortable on the floor. Then once you're in this starting position, I want you to try and adjust that top hip. First, try to move the top hip away from your right shoulder. So the right hip away from your right shoulder, lengthening the right side. And then maybe rotating a little bit further. Lengthen and rotate. Good. Slowly come back to center. Change to the other side. Move the leg across the body. Adjust the shoulder blades, upper back on the floor. Remember, hip away from the shoulder and then maybe twisting a little more, little less, depending on your comfort in the lower back. Good. Slowly inhale, come back to center, and then just hug both your knees into the chest, rock a little left and right before you go into Shavasana. Some of you may prefer Anand Balasana, that's also fine. So checking in, observing how the back feels, how the hips feel. When you're ready to lie down in Shavasana, see if you need something to cover your feet. Observe your body. The whole body is completely relaxed. Become aware of the imprint of your body on the mat, on the floor. And see if you can completely let go of all muscular effort, all holding patterns, and allow yourself to be fully supported by Mother Earth. Let go. Breath by breath. Soften. Without judgment, observe the pattern of the mind. Has it drifted? Bring it back. Bring it back to softening and letting go in the entire physical body. Now move your awareness from the belly down to the toes, front and back, from the navel center to the toes. One long akara. Take a deep breath in. Ah. Both the legs are completely relaxed. Now, from the chest center to the fingertips, including the entire rib cage, the upper part of the torso, front and back. One Ukara, take a deep breath in. Ooh. Upper torso and the arms are completely relaxed. Observe from the throat center to the top of the head now, including the entire head. Makara, take a deep breath in. Now the whole body is fully relaxed. Slowly come back to the floor beneath the body, to the sounds and the space around you. Start deepening the breath. Add small movements, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Coming back to the external world of activities and sounds. Stretch and move your body. And in your own time, make your way into Sukhasana or Vajrasana. Notice how you feel after the practice today. Finish off with palming, rub your hands briskly. Place that warmth on your eyelids and your face. Bowing down to Mother Earth in gratitude. With a few blinks, slowly open the eyes. Have a wonderful day ahead and week. I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye, everyone.